All right, so today's flow is all about heart openers and back bends. So lots of shoulders, lots of back, lots of heart. So let's go ahead and find our comfortable seat here. And just closing the eyes, facing the palms up on the knees for energy, or down on the knees for more grounding or stability. Up to you, whatever you need for your day moving forward. Taking a few moments to center ourselves here. And as we're working on the upper body today, the arms, the shoulders, the chest, the back, remembering that it's really all one thing, that the fingers, the hands, the arms, that they're coming from your center. They're really coming from that middle part, coming from the heart, and they're reaching out from there. So by working all of it together here, we can find a little bit more connection as we move through the upper body. With that in mind, bring your hands to prayer at your heart. And taking a deep breath in. And a long breath out, let it go. All right, interlacing the hands here, reaching the palms forward and up, biceps by the ears, lean back, and then exhale, rounding the shoulders. 2 more like that. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, rounding back. 1 more. Inhale, up, and exhale, rounding back. Inhale, up, hands behind the head to the shoulders, and then moving the elbows forward, up, and back. So try not to keep them shallow here, but try to really reach the elbows up towards the ceiling, wrap them around behind the ears, and then go from there, right? And then circle around the other way, lift them back behind the ears, up towards the ceiling, and then forward, right? So we're going for a more full range of motion here. Good. And arms overhead, breathe in. Right hand down by the left side, reach the left arm up and over. Good, now make sure the shoulder's not up in the ear. Drive that shoulder down. Good. And we're gonna hook this left arm behind your back, maybe even grabbing onto this right hip, and then rolling the shoulder open from there, taking a little twist, a little back bend, a little shoulder opener. Good. And coming back to center, reach the arms up, over to the other side. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Make sure the shoulder's not up in the ear, but you're pushing the floor down and keeping that shoulder dropped. Good. Open this right arm, hook it behind the back here, maybe even finding this left hip, and then roll the shoulder open from there. Good. And slowly coming back up, reach the arms overhead, and then taking the hands onto the knees, lift the heart high, breathe in, and then exhale, lift the knees and round to the shoulders. 2 more like that. Inhale, coming up, heart forward, and exhale, rounding back. And 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, rounding back, really contracting into the spine. Good. And coming up. We're gonna roll over onto all fours here. So coming onto hands and knees. And let's move through the spine here. Inhale, arching the back and looking up. And exhale, rounding the spine and looking down. And really focusing here on pulling the heart through the shoulders. So we're getting this big open back bend in the upper spine, and then rounding completely from there. Good, so we're opening through the chest and opening through the back. People think that stretching out or working through the heart chakra is all about just back bending, but it's also about working into the back as well. It's both sides, front and back of that same space. Good, and then circling through shoulders, hips, head, side to side, forward and back, moving in any way here that feels a little bit good to you, right? Good. And child's pose, press the hips back to the heels, arms out long in front of you. Now we're gonna look forward in front of us here, slide out into low cobra, and then once you're on your stomach, shoulders back, make sure you're not cranking the neck. Keep the neck long, breathe in. And exhale, lowering down. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, open, even coming to the fingertips a little bit here. And exhale, lowering down. Pressing yourself back to child's pose. We're gonna roll up to sit on the heels. Hands behind you, shoulders open. Keep the hips down on the heels for now. Just lean back into the fingers and push the heart forward. Good. And reaching the arms in front of you, child's pose. Again, like that. Look through the hands, slide out onto the stomach, low cobra, shoulders rolling back. Keep the neck long, breathe in. And exhale, lowering down. And one more, shoulders open, pull those abs in. And exhale, lowering down. Child's pose, hips back to the heels. And then rolling up, sit on the heels, hands behind you, shoulders open, heart presses forward. Good. And coming up, rising onto the knees, reaching the fingers back behind you, inhale, and then making fists sit back and pull the elbows in towards you. And then again, inhale, lifting up, exhale, bringing it in, and just following the breath, inhale up, exhale back. Getting a little bit of like momentum, fluidity here, opening through the chest. Good. And next time you're up, we're gonna stay there and hold, reaching through the fingertips and taking the right hand back to the right lower back, pressing the hips forward. Good. And then circling this left arm across your body over to the other side. Left hand pushes the left hip forward, right arm up, breathe in. Right arm crosses the body, other side. Right hand, right hip, push the hips forward, lean back, and cross the body, last time. Left hand, left hip, right arm up, and bring it down. Good, hands in front of you, tuck the toes, down dog, hips high, and just pedaling through the heels here. And right leg up, down dog split. We're gonna bend the right knee, open up that hip. And then stepping the right foot through the hands. Arms lift up, high lunge. Now here, taking the hands behind you. Fingers face up towards the shoulder blades if you can, otherwise down is fine. And then just bending into that knee and leaning up and back through the heart a little bit more. Good. And reaching the arms forward and stepping the left foot up to meet the right, leaning back from here. And then exhale, hands to the ground, folding over the legs. All right, take the feet a little bit wider, bending the left knee, left hand to the ground, right arm opens up. From here, bending that right arm behind your back, rolling that shoulder open, and leaning back into the shoulder blades a little bit here. So a twist and a bit of a back bend. And right arm lifts up. Take the hand to the ground, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left arm opens, take a twist looking up towards those fingers. And release the hand down. Down dog, hips press high. Good. Left leg up, breathe in. Bend the knee, open up the hip from here. And bringing the knee to your nose, stepping through the hands, and arms lifting up, high lunge. Now taking the hands behind you, fingers facing up towards the shoulder blades if you can, elbows wrapping back, and then leaning back from there. So pushing the heart forward, wrapping the elbows back, pulling the abs in slightly, breathe in, and then reaching the arms forward, stepping the right foot up to meet the left, and leaning back from here. And exhale, bowing down. Feet a little wider, right hand down, right knee bends, and then left arm lifts up. From here, bending that elbow, hook it behind your back, and roll that shoulder open a little bit more. Good. And release the arm up and overhead. Hand to the ground, left foot steps back, low lunge. Right arm opens, take a twist, looking up towards those fingers. Inhale. And release the hand down, step back to plank. And down dog, hips high. One more round standing. Right leg up, breathe in. Bend the knee, open up the hip here. This time, if you want, you can flip it over. So let that right foot just keep falling behind you until it finds the ground and you lift the heart up from here. Good. and slowly coming back around. Right foot steps forward through the hands, high lunge, arms up. Good. Hands behind you to the lower back, fingers facing up. Wrap those shoulders back, elbows like they're gonna move and touch each other. Good. And reaching the arms forward and stepping left foot up to meet the right, lean back. And exhale, bring it down. 2 more like that. Inhale, coming up and lean back. Exhale, bowing forward. 1 more, inhale up. And exhale, bowing forward and hold. Left hand down, right arm opens, bend that left knee a little bit here. And then right arm hooks behind your back. Now you can stay there. If you feel open, this left arm is gonna slide in between the legs and then wrap under that left thigh and grab the hand on the other side. Now if the spine is rounding, release the bind, let it go, but really try to unravel crown of the head forward. You can also just stay there to find a place to work, right? Or with just the half bind. Good. And releasing the arms. Right hand to the ground, bend the knees and roll up. We're gonna shift the weight onto the left leg, kick the right foot back behind you. Now keep the palm facing out, so not in, but out. And then grab onto the inside of the foot and lift that left arm up. Now leaning back through the torso here. So this shape isn't about leaning forward, but rather about staying pretty back bendy and upright in the torso. And then if that foot wants to come up, it can. But really keep the leg even lower today, and you can just work on this back bend like you could reach that left arm back and grab the foot behind you. Keeping this right shoulder open as well. Inhale. And slowly releasing foot to the floor. Tuck the chin and roll your head down in the shoulders, middle back, lower back, right foot steps back, low lunge, left arm opens, breathe in, and then releasing the hand down, step back to plank, inhale, and down dog, hip side. All right, last side, left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. If you want, flip it over, so just keep falling back behind you, and then press the hips up. And slowly coming back around, left leg up high, and then step the foot through the hands. High lunge, arms lifting up. Good. Hands behind you. Find the lower back, press the hips forward, wrap the shoulders open, wrap those elbows back. Breathe in, and breathe out. Arms reach forward, and step the right foot up to meet the left. Lean back, breathe in, and exhale, bend the knees and bow forward. 2 more, inhale up, get dramatic with it here. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale up, and exhale down. Staying there, right hand down, left arm up, bend that right knee. Left elbow hooks behind you, and you might just stay right here, right? Making sure the hips aren't skewed to the left, but keeping them centered. And then if you want, right hand in between the legs, and then wraps around the right thigh and catches the hand on the other side. Using this bind to unravel. Crown of the head forward, hips back, and breathe. Good. In. And breathing out. Release the arm up, and then down. Bend your knees and roll yourself up. Shift the weight to the right foot. Kick this left foot back behind you. Now, left arm back, palm facing open out to the side. Grab the inside of the foot and reach the right arm up and work on this back bend. If you want to lift that leg up a little bit, you can. Keeping the back bend the focus though. And then maybe even bringing that knee a little bit lower and just seeing how far back you can reach the hand without crunching into the lower back. Breathe in. And slowly bringing the foot to the floor. Tuck the chin and reverse roll yourself down. Good. Left foot back. Inhale. Right arm opens. Take a twist. Look up. Release the hand down. Step to plank. Breathe in. And down dog, hips high. Child's pose, lower the knees down, press the hips back, and hold. And rolling up to sit on the heels, bring the hands to the knees. We're gonna slide the hands back to the hip creases, lift the heart up, and then exhale, slide the hands to the knees and round. 2 more like that. Slide the hands back, lift the heart up, and exhale, rounding in, and 1 more, hands slide back, lift up, and exhale, hands slide forward and round. Good, walking the hands forward, coming onto hands and knees. Now we're gonna go for a pretty deep upper back opener specifically. Now, most importantly, hips stay over the knees, don't let them move forward or back, okay? We're gonna start to walk the hands forward. Again, your hips are gonna wanna move back, don't let them. Keep the hips right over the knees, all right? Hands are gonna walk forward, and then for most people, you're just gonna drop your forehead to the ground, okay? And let your heart fall through the shoulders towards the floor. So we're not like here. I want you to try to imagine your heart falling through the shoulders there. Now, if you're a little bit more open, you're gonna lift the forehead up and then drop your chin and your chest to the floor. If that constricts your breathing, then get out of it and don't worry about it, all right? Full deep breaths here. Make sure the hips are still right over the knees, not forward, not back. Otherwise, you're not gonna feel it in the back. If you don't really feel this as a heart opener or back bend, readjust in those hips and make sure they're stacked over the knees. Breathing in and breathing out. And then gently, we're gonna make our way onto our stomachs. Keep the elbows down and then just gently bring yourself to the floor. Good. Elbows right under the shoulders here. And then think of making, like spreading the fingers wide and then pulling the heart through. So imagine you're like dragging the mat towards you to pull the heart back. Good. Breathe in. And exhale, lower down. We're gonna reach, let's take the right hand under the shoulder here. Left hand's gonna reach back and then flip the palm to face out. Bend this left knee, grab the foot from the inside, and then push into this right hand, kick into this back foot to lift up a little bit. So you're pushing with that right hand and kicking with the back foot to find this bit of like balance here. Now pull the abs in slightly, breathe in, and exhale, lower down. Other side, left hand under the left shoulder, right hand reaches back, flip the palm to face out, bend this right knee, catch the foot from the inside. Now push into the left hand and kick the foot back into the hand here. So push and kick, abs in tight, and breathe. Inhale in, and exhale, lowering down. Release for a second, turn your head to one side and shake out the hips. And we're gonna do both knees. So bend the knees, reach the hands back, flip the palms out, and grab your feet from the inside. Now keep the knees zipping towards each other. The knees tend to wanna open, but you wanna keep them driving in. Now, kick the feet back and lift the heart up from there. Knees wrapping in, so not going out. Try to pull them in. Lift the chin up slightly and keep kicking, kicking, kicking back in those hands. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Turn your head to the other side and shake out those hips. As easily as you can, making your way onto your back. So we're just gonna roll it over here, right? Bending the knees, feet to the floor, touch the fingertips to the heels, lift the hips up, interlace the hands under you, and then really wrap the shoulder tips underneath of the shoulder blades here. Chin lifted off the chest, and try to get the hips higher than the heart. So pressing into those heels, breathe in, breathe out, and lowering yourself down, arms to the side, windshield wiper the knees right and left. And then one more, either the same thing we just did. So if you want to do the same thing, same thing. If you want, flip the hands to face the ears or by the ears. and then you can press up to your full wheel. If that's too much, come down and just go right where we were before in that bridge. Wherever we are, we breathe. Inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, and tuck the chin, and slowly roll yourself down, arms to the side, windshield wiper those knees, right and left. Good. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch, bring your hands to your low belly here. And each exhale, think of driving your lower back down towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up into the hands. Exhale, pressing the back down, just letting the low back return to neutral here a little. Hugging the knees in, arms to the side, drop the knees over to the right. And keep opening this left arm back towards the ground. And slowly back to center, over to the left here, and then right arm opens back open towards the ground. And slowly coming back up, and just rock yourself up to a seat, and just crossing your legs here, finding a comfortable seat. Take the arms out to the side. Good, and we're just gonna interlace the hands behind us here for a moment. Fists driving back, heart pressing forward, breathe in. And then exhale, reach the arms forward, fold over the legs, and hold. Letting the neck and the head drop off. And slowly rolling up. Hands come to prayer at your heart. Closing your eyes here for a moment. And feeling that connection of the arms attaching to the back, attaching to that center. Everything coming from this center, coming from that heart chakra there. And move through the rest of your day feeling a little bit more open, a little bit more free. And with that in mind, take a deep inhale. And a deep breath out, let it go. With love and light. Namaste. And thank you for hanging with me today. You're awesome. Love you lots, and see you soon.